Hello everyone, welcome back. I am finally back. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this before the Greatest Attorney, which I plan to do. I'm going to play that game a lot, I love it. Anyway, let's pick up where we left off. I'm done with classes, so here we go. There's no volume. Is that better? Yes, that's much better. Oh no, I'm gonna be late! Finally! So this is it, the illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors get their start. Where did Phoenix go then? Oh. A news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back. He received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us all along, hoping we learned something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today's their school festival. Wow, this place has a school festival written all over it, literally. But why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in the school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they really spent some serious money on this place. The district court can't even compete. Hey, Athena, over here! Oh, hi. Ah, Mr. Wright! Apollo! I've been looking for you too. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Quartz has yet to arrive. Oh god, this guy gives me the creeps. How unprofessional. How unprofessorial of her to keep her visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right. I will not. Oh, who do we have here? Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet. Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle Meads, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too. How wonderful! So vigorous and vivacious. You seem to earn yourself a gold star. Wow, thanks! That big smile of his is kind of scary though. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we gonna do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Tracy used it for her old rip it up and restore it trick. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised. Well, it seems I better explain the situation then. Thank you, Professor. Ah, Tracy. Oh, wait, no. I'm a lawyer. What a magnificent presentation technique. Both your timing and speed were impeccable. Speed? You mean speed's important when presenting evidence too? Absolutely. The speed and approach and angle theorems are the first things we teach here. I believe Mr. Wright and the others like him already made extensive use of them. You do, boss? Well, to some degree, I guess. Ha ha ha. It never even crossed my mind. This lawyer thing is deeper than I thought. No, it's not.
Now, does anyone have any questions?
I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school?
What an excellent question! Here's a gold star for asking. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyer take the lawyer courses. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges the judges course.
Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in the law.
Yes, well, that makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession.
You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor.
Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Okay.
Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today?
Yeah, sort of, but I came here early because I was supposed to be having a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Oh, I want to know what happened. Professor Quartz. She is a wonderful instructor and quite unpunctual.
Oh, so that's who's late.
From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture.
A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve?
Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer. The arm angle when shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium, how to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. Oh, God. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake here in the mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in the simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge, course student, and base our course on that. Wow, I'm sorry, guys.
Ah, a one-on-one battle? How thrilling!
So if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar. But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so Phoenix, he just said there's a prosecutor. There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise.
A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be.
Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guest. I don't know who this is. Oh! Hi!
I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. Professor, the trial will begin shortly. Since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech, would you mind waiting up at the balcony until we're ready for you?
My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper?
Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? Huh? Then, Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe.
Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. I think everything in this universe is a coincidence.
We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes. Well, we live close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Anyway, we're supposed to go away in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today.
Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed.
Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I like to meet with Professor Quartz as soon as she gets here.
Aw, no fair! I want us in the mock trial too!
Sorry, I'm going to let Apollo pull what little rank he has. If that's okay, Professor Means. But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish. Then it's settled. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention.
Being the new kid sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor.
Jeez.
Still no Professor Quartz. It's been over 30 minutes. And none Mr. Wright snoozing away on the sofa. This is so boring. Should have hid in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. What was that?
Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you.
Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside.
Oh? Well, we better go and have a look then, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall.
Okay.
Do we go to it? Oh, we just go to it. Oof.
Is this stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom.
Wait, Athena, behind that witness stand.
What?
Oh. Professor Quartz! Can you hear me? Professor! What? Like, that's who we're supposed to be meeting with? Looks like our meeting's been canceled for us.
No way. This can't be real. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall, too.
No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Is this legal?
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal as long as we have it leave exactly the way we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh.
But okay, you're the boss.
Can I show you my attorney's badge, or is that not okay? I'm just curious. Oh, a shiny new attorney's badge. Brings back memories.
I've heard that countless people live in dread of your pointer finger. Were you really that scary back then, Mr. Wright?
No, he wasn't. Strike one. I've always been just as you see me here.
A harmless sheep in wolf's clothing?
Strike two.
Do you have an old picture of yourself? Wait, never mind. I'm not sure if I want to see it.
Strike three. You're out.
Well, we should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for that.
Oh, I thought we could look at the crime scene.
I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, guess I better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer.
What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket.
Wait, what if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has.
True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Quartz. My god, Phoenix.
No, don't!
Looks like more of a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have some sort of sword mark printed on it, too.
I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case.
That's a rough way to die.
There's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds?
This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands.
A murder? Here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon? Well, then the bow that shot it.
Right. But whatever could have the killer shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around.
Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow?
I'm not sure. Guess we better do some more investigation before jumping to that conclusion. Oh boy, that's a rough way to die. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look.
Well, now that you mentioned it, there's no blood around it.
Yeah, the victim's body's cold and rigor mortis have already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Quartz was murdered. The thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial.
Wait, then does that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know! The killer moved the body here while everyone else was in the lecture hall!
That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else?
Her arms are raised over her head, and there's some dark bruise around her wrist.
Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something.
Eventually, her wrists were unbounded, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory.
Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on.
I think that's about all we're gonna find out from the body for now.
Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. Phoenix, no. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case.
Okay, I'm on it. Say cheese!
Oh my god, Athena! Cheese? And I thought I was the one with the twisted sense of humor. I think you're both twisted.
I think that should do it.
Alright, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive.
Oh, now we get to this. This pile of rubber sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard?
There's supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a coded for Fine Arts Club made them.
There were 2? And then that thing over there is what the remains of the other statue?
This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. Oh, whoops.
Wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was. It was reddish purple in color.
When Paul and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting until unveiled them when the school festival moved here to the stage.
You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is.
No lane joke? I expected that for you, Phoenix.
There's something buried in the rubble. The famous herald?
Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can.
Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus She-Devil Juniper Woods. My god! Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's black heart. Frick! Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins.
That's messed up in many different ways.
Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that.
You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body?
What? We're talking about my friend Junie here. She never lead guys on like that.
Athena, you don't have to believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with a malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. Oh, thank you, Phoenix.
You're right, but still disturbing, even if it's a third-rate tabloid material. Well, that's just snappy. Or snippy.
Mr. Wright! Athena!
Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast.
Listen, something big happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced a body's been found on campus. This is Danganrompa. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Quartz dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? Why would you want to see that? What the?
We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here...
No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same! Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It was the same. It's the body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial.
What? It's like the mock trial?
I know, it sounds crazy, but... The body's laceration... Well, not laceration, sorry. The body's location and position. The murder weapon, the lack of pooling of blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial.
You're kidding, right? It can't be really all be the same, can it?
Nope, here come the police. Oh, this sucks. The whole school's in an uproar. They won't even let anyone. There won't be any more classes today. Murder on campus. That's the last thing expected at a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police.
Yes, boss.
I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at a time like this. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Athena, there you are. Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I'm a student council president after all. I need to be strong.
That does not end well for Danganrompa.
Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy.
Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions?
Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure, what would you like to know?
I'm a lawyer.
That's your attorney's badge, isn't it? I really envy you, you know. That gold sunflower really suits you. Thanks, but I know you'll make a fabulous judge someday, Junie. Thank you, but even if I become a judge, I'll never have one of those sunflower badges. Wait, so she only envies me for the badge? I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so?
Okay.
Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask you why you seemed so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm a student council president now. And as a student representative of famous legal academy, I have to act properly.
Sebastian came from here. It's okay.
She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, And Professor Court had been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course.
What sort of teacher was Professor Quartz?
If I had to sum her up in a single word, they say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh, you mean all the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie! Oh, thank you, but now Professor Court is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready. Excuse me. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she still's got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. Why do you need a script, in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence.
Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready.
Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or the elements in the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all the details. Must have been a big pain in the... that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning.
That's clever. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming.
Huh? You said that and...
Ah, you two. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! She gave it a warm performance as a defendant, man! I think I found a rival to my cords of steel.
Luke, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As a student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely.
You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes.
Yep, I'm Athena Sykes.
And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. Well, that's just rude. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugo Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never scored less than 100% on test. Probability-wise, that's not possible.
Look, most pretentious introduction ever! And what's with his hand? Is it glued to this inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh!
Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introductions! Sorry! Now, here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor like that really cool kind that nails the bad guys. Oh, okay. No! Where's the sincerity?
So he makes pottery too? And what's with the bracelet contraption for? Junie sure made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant.
That's not bad.
Final act in Torrid Love Triangle centered on campus She-Devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student. We'll go head-to-head in the mock trial battle for the She-Devil Blackheart. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly had a thing for Junie?
Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that. That's right! The mock trials to start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods, and the crowd goes bananas. Woo!
I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so...
Aw, like Junie singing on stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed. Oof. I think we're going to end it there. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye!